Hello and welcome to Essex by the Sea. I'm Owen Ward, exploring the Essex coast, finding out about the amazing and interesting stories it has to offer. And as it's episode 40, I'm actually heading out onto the River Colne. I'm in Wivenhoe, and thankfully I'm not alone because I'm here with the guys and girls from the WivGigs Rowing Club. Yay! They are here. Katie and Lorraine are team captains, and Lorraine is here with me on dry land. Thank you ever so much for firstly inviting me down. How long has the WivGigs Rowing Club been going for?
Well, it's actually our 10th year of running this year. So we're celebrating this year 10 years.
Fantastic. And just explain what the WivGigs Rowing Club actually is. I mean, are we talking rowing boats that we'd see in the Oxford and Cambridge boat race? What's the club? Well,
we have a Harker's Yard gig, which is a 4-oared rowing boat. It's been built by the apprentices at Harker's Yard in Breitling Sea, and that's our main asset of the club, and we row up and down the Colne. We're an inclusive club. We try and get as many people who want to out on the river, and we just really enjoy both social rowing and rowing in racing. We usually have a winter series, Harker's Yard winter series, that we take part in. This is about 10 races on a month over the winter series. I'm surprised you've said it's the winter. I would have thought rowing would be very much a summer activity. At the point of recording this, it's sort of springtime, so it's still a little bit chilly. I understand you've actually just finished the winter racing. That's right, yes. We row over the winter. We go out in all sorts of weathers. Just so long the wind tends to be the worst thing. So if it's very windy, we don't go out. If it's very rainy, we don't go out either. But we'll go out in most weathers. Well, today's conditions, cloudy, a bit of a breeze. Are we in for a good row today? Yes, we're in for a good row. It's quite a calm sea. If you can see down there, there's not many waves. And just a slight breeze is fine, yes. How many members are there as part of the club? There's 45 members now. And obviously you take it in turns, so you can't all fit in the gig, can you? No, that's right. You can just sign up. We have a system where you can just sign up on a poll, and then we pick the crew from those who want to row. How many can fit in the boat? We can fit 7 in the boat, but we got 5 people normally. That's a crew is 5 with the cocks. That's 4 oars and the cocks, but we can take 2 extra out as well, just and then we'll swap them round. Why do people join the club? Is it sort of the exercise and the fitness, or is it very much the social side of things? Oh, I think people join for both reasons, really. We are a very sociable club, and we do lots of other sociable activities, and people seem to enjoy that quite a bit. But we also do, people join to be fit. It is a good way of keeping fit. It's an all-body workout, especially your core, muscles, and it just keeps us all very fit, especially during the winter, as I say, when we get out rowing. Fantastic. Well, I can see the boat is all lined up, ready, raring to go. The team are all ready. Are you ready, team? Yeah. They sound enthusiastic, don't they? And you very kindly have lent me a pair of Wellington boots. I believe that I am able to join you for a little bit, which is very kind. So we're going to go into the water in just a second. You are going to bring me back. You're not going to sort of leave me on Mersey Island or anything, are you? We'll drop you off on the public pontoon. That'll be lovely. Well, let's try and get in, shall we, and give it a go. We've made it successfully out onto the river. We've got quite a good stroke rate. Nell is alongside me. We're at the rear of the gig. Nell, what's your role here?
I am the cox, so I need to make sure we don't hit anything. And also I keep an eye on the blades to make sure everybody is rowing together. And if I can see that somebody is out, I may count to get everybody back in. And in general, to make sure there's a safe journey. So in charge of the boat.
And you're holding a piece of rope. I understand that's the steering.
Yes, so that's attached to the rudder. And look, if I go this way, can you see the point of the boat moving?
Yes, we've started turning to the left.
Yeah, and now I use my right hand and I point, and the boat goes the other way. I won't do that too often because every time I do this, in a way, I put a brake on the boat.
Introduce me to who we've got in the boat, if you will.
So at stroke, we have Kirsty, who has a really nice long stroke, and what she also does is she leans back, which makes the stroke even longer, and everybody has to follow stroke. So whatever Kirsty does, everybody has to follow, whether she goes fast or slow. That is the idea. Then there's Anthea, then we have Katie, and then in bow we have Anthony.
Now, I heard you discussing where everybody was going in the boat. Is that quite important for the technique or balance?
It's for the balance, so you want to make sure that the weights are divided well, so that's why you're sitting on this side and I'm sitting on this side, so we balance each other out. And also it has to do with preferences, so some people really like stroke side, some people really like bow side. It is how you are built. And then you also need to make sure that at stroke you have somebody who has a really regular stroke so that it's easy to follow for the rest.
I was going to say, there's a very rhythmic sound to the oars, just knocking on the little wooden pegs that are on the side of the gig. The oars are quite long, actually. I was quite surprised how long they are.
They are long and heavy, but it's really nice because you can lean against them and it really makes you feel if you move through the water, so it's good.
How quick can you actually get going when you're in sort of full race mode?
Do you want us to go in full race mode?
To be honest, I'm not rowing. I think
No,
so go for it. Go for it.
Later on you will be. Okay, so what we're going to do, round the corner, and before we do this race pace, I think everybody will want to take off a few layers as well, because actually you get quite warm rowing. So we came to a stand to strip some layers off, but the tide is trying to turn us, so we've just adjusted for this. We're pretty much stationary now. Here we are, and from stationary we're going to go into race pace. So there's first going to be a few short strokes, then power, and then lengthen. Lean forward. Are you ready? Go! One long. 1, 2, 3. Power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lengthen. 1, 2, lean. Good. Keep that going. Against the wind. Little power of 10. 1, 2, 3, push. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and again. Good. Keep it going.
As you can hear, the pace has eased somewhat. We've just passed the anchor pub and the row hedge pontoon where the ferry goes from. We've just turned a corner in the river, or a bend, I suppose is the technical name. We just passed a swan as we're heading inland actually at the moment. But sort of how far out the other way do you go? I mean, you mentioned just now about Breitling Sea.
Yeah, so we've rowed to Breitling Sea and also out from Breitling Sea, and that is really good because then you really row on the sea or nearly on the sea, and you really have lots of open water, which is a fantastic feeling. So all around the coast here are rowing clubs dotted, and every town, village has their own rowing boat.
And you mentioned Row Hedge is sort of a centre of rowing as well.
Yeah, they are really really focused on it. They also win most of the races because they are excellent. A really good team.
Well, it's an A-star team that's
absolutely
rowing today. What's going to happen when we get past this slight bend?
So we're just going to go around the bend, and then you're going to have a row.
We're not going to go fast, are we?
You're going to be on stroke, so you're going to set the pace, and everybody has to follow you.
It's going to be slow, everyone. Don't worry, it will be slow.
You'll be absolutely fine. Okay, Owen, are you ready?
I think I'm ready, yeah.
Yeah, so if you take the oar,
Here we go.
And remember, push the ladder in between the tall pins. And to start, the command is lean forward, make way together. So when I say lean forward, you move the oar forward, that's it.
Like that, okay.
Yeah, make way, you move it nearly to the water. And then together you drop it in and you pull and push. Yeah. So lean forward, make way together. That's it. Excellent. Down and round. And it's sort of an oval that you're making, although Anthea as a maths teacher I think doesn't like the word oval. You keep going.
It's probably got some technical shape. Now I'm in the stroke seat. Ooh.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Talking and rowing is not a strong point. So basically everybody's watching what I do and trying to time their stroke with me. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's why we're hardly moving. Right, got ya.
Yeah, so you just put it in, push with your legs out. You're doing really well. In, out, in, push with your legs out. Good. And you hold your oar 90 degrees on the water, so it goes in nice and yes, that's it. Nice and vertical. Keep on going, you're doing good.
I was going to say, it's very rhythmical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is no good when you're trying to talk. I can't do two things at once. So I can't row and talk. It's something you've got to concentrate on, isn't
You
it?
have to concentrate to just keep that rhythm going, and you can lose yourself in it as well, which is great. So when you've had a really stressful day, you go out for a row, and by the end of it you're relaxed and the world is a better place.
But Lorraine was saying about being it for fitness, but a lot of us do it for clearing our heads, for mental health. Lots of people have found that really helpful.
Now, I don't know about me. Is it me that's getting quicker? Am I getting quicker because everybody else is getting quicker?
No, they follow you.
Well, we're hardly moving, so...
No, that's because your strokes are quite short. Try and lean back, that's it, and then out. Now lean forward. So see whether you can lengthen that stroke a bit. Lean forward. Yeah, excellent.
So it's leaning
you
forward more than back.
Pivot. No, it's leaning back as well.
Okay.
But you need to pivot in a way on your hips.
What I'm struggling with to doing, and you may be able to hear the splashes in the background, is as I'm leaning back, I'm forgetting to bring the oar up out of the water. So basically leaving the oar behind.
That's okay. Yeah, I can see you're a bit scared of leaving the oar, and that's why you're taking it out really quickly, but you don't need to, because the oar will come out by itself almost. If you just put a little bit of pressure on, then it will come out. Well done, well done.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
He says confidently.
Like
Everybody else in the boat's going, no, he's not.
You really are doing very well.
You're very kind. Are we at Colchester yet?
Nearly. We can see Essex University, so on our way. Yeah, so everybody easy, so stop. Thank you.
So I think that's enough rowing for me for one day. How did I do?
You did really, really well, Owen. Really well.
You're just saying that because I can't go anywhere, I'm sure. But...
No, you really did well.
Well, I can see, as Nell said, the University of Essex is on the horizon. It's not actually that far, really, now. I can see a big black cloud over there that's got lovely rain coming out of it. It's absolutely glorious over there. Let's hope it doesn't come this way. So we're going to... How'd you turn around?
So what we do is you can see that stroke side is rowing more, bow side is putting the blades in the water, so we pivot round onto the point, and I will pull at my rudder to give it a bit of help as well. And we can actually nearly turn around on the spot.
As we have done. We're now pointing back the other way.
And well done.
Well, the buildings of Wivenhoe have returned into sight. We're still quite some way off, and time has now beaten us. So thank you ever so much, Nell, for showing me how it's done, and thank you ever so much for letting me be part of the team today. If people are interested and want to get involved, how can they?
Yeah, so it's easiest to email us, and then first what we do a come and try session just to see whether people like it. And I can say that everybody can row, so you don't be afraid. Don't say, oh, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too this, I'm too that. Everybody can join, so we would love to have more people enjoy this time on the river. Yeah, so email would be great.
And WivGigs Rowing Club are also across social media as well. But that email address, Kirsty, whilst you're rowing, putting you on the spot now, what's the email address?
WivGigs@ymail.com.
Thank you ever so much again. I take it you are taking me back to the shore, aren't you?
Yes.
But rather
Excellent.
than swim.
I'd rather not swim, thank you very much. Well, while we row ashore, it will give me time just to thank you for listening. More and more people are downloading and subscribing, and it's great that you're enjoying the podcast on whichever platform you listen. If you'd like to support me more than just listening, then you now can. You can leave a little donation on my Ko-fi page. The links to that are in the description and on social media as well. A few pennies will help cover the travel costs as I tour up and down the coast of Essex. Thank you. Talking of social media, you can find Essex by the Sea on TikTok now as well. If you use that app, go and follow Essex by the Sea on there. Now, as we're nearly back to the shore, I've just got about time to say thanks ever so much for listening, and thanks to the WivGigs Rowing Club for taking me out.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Owen.
For coming.